Everyone's talking about Apple's first foldable iPhone, often called the iPhone Fold, and, if the leaks are even half true, it could be the biggest design shakeup since the original iPhone. But here's the catch. The same rumors that hype it up also point to a jaw-dropping price, potentially around the $2,399 mark. And in a year where everything already costs more, that kind of price tag instantly pushes the Fold into dream device territory for most people. That's why, for the majority of real-world upgrades in 2026, the iPhone 18 Pro is shaping up to be the smarter, more realistic choice. It's expected to deliver meaningful improvements without forcing you into a first-generation form factor or a bank account meltdown. So if you're wondering what the iPhone 18 Pro could actually bring to the table, here are 3 rumored upgrades I'm genuinely excited about, and why they might make the iPhone 18 Pro the iPhone most people should buy this year. First up, the camera upgrade that could finally make iPhone photography feel more real camera than ever-variable aperture. iPhones are incredibly good at producing portrait-style background blur and balancing exposure in tricky scenes, but a lot of that is computational. It's smart software, not physical optics. The rumor is that Apple may add a variable aperture to the iPhone 18 Pro's main 4.8MP Fusion camera, and that would be a big deal. A variable aperture means the lens can physically adjust how much light enters the sensor. In plain English, you can control brightness and depth of field more naturally. Want a sharper background for landscapes, architecture, or group shots? Stop the aperture down. Want a softer background and more subject separation for portraits or food shots? Open it up, and yes, smartphone sensors and lenses are still limited by size, and iPhone won't suddenly replace a high-end mirrorless camera in every situation. But the best camera is the one you actually have with you, and for most of us, that's our phone. If Apple brings true variable aperture control to the iPhone 18 Pro, it's not just a spec sheet when it's a real upgrade. You'll notice in everyday shots. Imagine shooting at night with more control over highlights, or taking photos indoors where lighting is mixed and unpredictable. Instead of relying entirely on software to guess what you want, the camera hardware can work with you. That's the kind of upgrade that makes the iPhone feel more professional without making it harder to use. Now let's talk about the engine powering everything. The next chip, Apple's Silicon, is already in a league of its own. It's fast, efficient, and usually years ahead in real-world performance. And the iPhone 18 Pro is widely rumored to get the A20 Pro, potentially built on TSMC's 2nm process. Even if you don't care about nanometers, here's why this matters. Smaller process nodes typically mean better performance per watt. That translates to smoother gaming, faster photo and video processing, improved AI features, and most importantly for most people, battery efficiency. This is the kind of upgrade that quietly improves everything you do. Apps launch faster, camera features run quicker, and device AI tasks become more practical. Your phone stays cooler under load, and your battery doesn't melt away the moment you start doing anything demanding. There's also chatter about more advanced memory packaging, improving how RAM is integrated with the chip. If Apple is able to reduce latency and increase efficiency between the CPU, GPU, neural engine, and memory, you could see big gains in multitasking, high-end gaming, and pro workflows like editing 4K or even 8K video. And here's the interesting part. If Apple uses the same A20 Pro class performance in both the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone Fold, then choosing the Pro won't feel like you're settling for less power. It'll be more about form factor and price rather than capability, which leads perfectly into upgrade number 3, one that sounds small, but matters way more than people admit. The new color leaks suggest Apple may introduce a special deep red finish for the iPhone 18 Pro. And if you've been around for Apple's past red devices, you know exactly why this is exciting. A really well-executed red can look premium, bold, and instantly recognizable. With the Pro design language in Apple's modern materials, we've seen Apple experiment with standout tones recently. And when they nail it, the phone feels fresh, even before you turn the screen on. A deep red iPhone 18 Pro could become one of those iconic finishes, the kind people search for specifically, the kind that sells out early, the kind you spot across the room and instantly know what it is. And yes, it's just a color, but phones are personal. You hold them all day. You see them constantly. And for a lot of buyers, a truly great finish is the difference between "I'll keep my current phone" and "okay, I want that." So what's the bigger takeaway here? The iPhone Fold is going to dominate headlines, no question. Apple's first foldable iPhone could be incredible. And it could also be the type of first-generation product that comes with compromises. Durability questions, app optimization, growing pains, and that massive price wall. Meanwhile, the iPhone 18 Pro is shaping up to be the safe but exciting upgrade. Better camera hardware that could change how iPhone photos look. A next-gen A20 Pro chip that boosts performance and battery efficiency across the board. And a signature deep red finish that brings some real personality back to the Pro lineup. If you're on an iPhone 17 Pro, you'll probably be fine staying put unless these features really speak to you. But if you're on an iPhone 14 Pro or anything older, this could be the year where upgrading actually feels worth it again. Now, I want to hear your take. Are you more excited for the iPhone 18 Pro upgrades? Or are you waiting to see what Apple does with the iPhone Fold? And if the Fold really does launch near $2,399, would you still consider buying a tour as the iPhone 18 Pro the smarter move?